Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you are here today. We're going to show you how to make braised beef shanks. Now, if you've never heard of it, never cooked it, never eaten it, don't know anything about it, okay? This is the video for you. This is going to be a really easy recipe to make and it's going to taste so good, okay? So let's dive right into the ingredients. We're going to use ground cumin, ground white pepper, black pepper, salt, beef bouillon powder, tomato paste, and soy sauce and paprika. We used about 5 pounds of bone-in center cut beef shanks, diced white onion, diced celery, and diced green bell pepper, and diced garlic cloves, fresh rosemary, and fresh thyme. You want to start by prepping everything. Make sure that you chop up all of your vegetables. You want to measure out your seasonings, okay? Beef shanks are really easy to prep. We just gave it a quick rinse and we also pat it dry. Let's start here by seasoning our meat with salt and pepper. Try not to go too heavy on the salt because we are using soy sauce. We are also using beef bouillon powder in this dish, and both of those ingredients have salt in it, so you don't want to over salt your food. All right, let your meat rest for about 5 minutes after you season it. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. In a large Dutch oven, you're going to add 3 tablespoons of oil heated to high heat. Once your oil is smoky hot like this, drop that heat down to about medium high. Add your meat in. You want to get a nice sear on both sides, just like this. Searing the meat is going to lock in that juiciness, that flavor. Also, it's going to produce some fond on the bottom of the pot, which is going to elevate this dish as well. So go ahead and work in batches. Get all of that meat seared. Drop your heat down to medium and add your diced vegetables. We're going to go kind of fast here, okay? So after you add that, then you're going to add your measured out cumin, paprika, white pepper, and beef bouillon powder. Add that in there. Give this a good mix. Add your soy sauce, okay? Add that. Give it a good mix. All right, so make a small well in the center of your vegetables. Drop in your tomato paste. Now, you want to allow the tomato paste to cook just a little bit, maybe for about a minute or so before you combine it with those vegetables. And the purpose in doing this is just to caramelize that tomato paste. By caramelizing the tomato paste, it actually deepens and enriches the flavor of the tomato paste, okay? So you want to make sure, let it caramelize a little bit before you mix it up. Add your water, okay, and stir everything well to combine it. Go ahead and taste it. You can make any adjustments with your seasonings as necessary. Turn your heat off. You're going to now transfer all of your meat back into the pot. Add your rosemary and thyme into the pot as well. Cover your pot. Place it inside of your preheated 250 degree oven. And now is when we're just going to let this slowly braise for maybe about 4 hours. Let's start there. Okay, so here we go now. This is after 4 hours of cooking. We are going to debone the meat. This is optional. If you'd like to leave the bones in the meat, you can do that. But, we're just going to take the bones out. And we're also going to scrape out the marrow from the bones, okay? So that bone marrow, you want to make sure that you remove it from the bones. This is if you're going to debone it, and make sure that you add it back to the pot with the meat, okay? That is so important because the marrow has a lot of rich flavor. Next, you want to make a cornstarch slurry, and you're going to add this to the broth. This is going to thicken it up, okay? So the ingredients for the slurry will be listed down below with the recipe. Okay, so we've added the slurry, gave it a quick little stir. Transfer all of the meat back into the pot, and we're going to cover it again. Allow your meat to continue to slowly cook until that meat breaks down and it's super tender. And this is what it looks like after 5 hours total of braising. This pairs very, very well with mashed potatoes. These were cheesy garlic mashed potatoes, and these were so, so good. And we also paired it with some steamed vegetables. Okay, just sprinkled a little parsley on top for presentation, and this came out really good. This dish was just so, so good. So if you guys try it, please come back and let me know how yours turned out. Thank you so much for watching. Special thank you to my husband for making this delicious recipe, and I'm so glad to share it with y'all. So I hope that you will try it. Let me know how yours turned out. Like I said, okay, come back, let me know how it turned out, and I hope to catch y'all in my next video.